Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Fine, I hope. I'm try to put this mic close to my mouth. I got the background music on, but sometimes when I listen to my videos, the background music that's provided through Restream, it sounds, first of all, it's not really good music. With the free plan, I'm on the free plan, so it's not that great. It's Restream, I'm sorry, StreamYard has better background music than Restream with the free plan. Now, with the purchase plan, I'm sure it's a little bit different. So, hey y'all, how y'all doing? Fine, I hope. So, let me see. I think my mic is sounding good because I can hear myself in the headset. So, y'all, I didn't do the calendar for like last week. I just kind of was trying to do the inventory thing and all of that. So, let me put the stanky link up in here because I heard somebody is able to go live. We ain't gonna say who it is. Hopefully they'll pop their head over here for a minute and come up on here, but we know we ain't gonna rush anybody. And yes, it does take me a day to recuperate. That's why I don't do nighttime vlogs long like that. 4 hours, girl, that was way too much. Hold on, my mouse is like trying not to be great. Blue skies. What you say? You taking a take? Hey, taking lunch break before next meet. Yeah, I know, right? Well, I'm gonna just kind of ramble a little bit. I need to set my thing for an hour. I got an hour. I need to catch up, and I need to start my calendar. For the month. I was good for that for the first month and stuff, but hold on. Let me just pull it to April. There's April right here. It's because it's April Fool's Day, girl. It's a April Fool. Hold on. Oh, that's my meeting. I said, what did I put right there? That's the reverse collage with Kim. Hold on, y'all. I do mix up my calendars, but try to stick your art calendar to strictly your art or your YouTube calendar to that. I'm just saying, it's just always best. So I didn't do anything with this, and I'm not going to do anything on live right now with it. I just want to come to the confessional and let y'all know that yeah, I didn't. Only thing I did put on here was the on April the 10th at 2 o'clock. Kim is and I are going to do a reverse collage live. That's the day she picked, and yeah. So I didn't really write anything else in any of the months of April. So I'll try to focus in on this for the rest of the day because I do want to plan it because I'm having too many things going on and I don't want to miss out on something that I'm setting up or not finishing or this Kirby book has really kind of rocked my world for a minute. And I think I'm going to be primarily doing Kirby and anything I already have on my desk. So I'm going to show you what I have on my desk. And so, of course, we have this. This is the 95,000 elephant in the room. Kirby. I did bind Kirby. I sure did. And I found some extra space on some of the pages because of the crack. So let's just look through here and let me just tell you what I have experienced so far. I did find out that the UK version of this book is not stitch bound. It's not. What it is it's glued down in three sections. Like they took all of the pages and put them together in three different sections and then glued them. They took time with it. I think the paper may be a little bit different, but they took time in putting it together. But it's a different type of glue thing. And well, View, how do you know? You canceled your order. You ain't no expert. The person that I do bow down to that let us know who has both copies of the book. If you have both copies of the book, it's nice if you share what it is structurally because that's what a lot of people are really interested in. So if you have both copies of the book, we would appreciate you to share what it is about the book. It's not because we want two copies. We're specifically buying the UK version because we are under the thought process that it is going to be um, sewn in, stitch bound. And I don't want to be a part of saying something stitch bound if it's not. So if I'm saying something incorrect, y'all let me know. The reason why I know what I'm talking about is because I do follow Queen of Flannel colors. And I definitely value her opinion on what is what. She has both of the books. And she did say that, and actually, she just got off her live coloring the Wizard of Oz page. She gave me some tips that I can do for the tornado. But I just don't want to be like, oh, it's stitch bound, it's better. It is better, the UK version, but it's better because they take more time to put the book together. The glue is put in there differently. They section it out. They don't just throw the pages together, slap some glue in there, and that's the American copy. They take their time in it, and I don't know. Like I said, I think she might have said the paper feels a little bit different, but she did mention that it is easier to break the spine in the UK version, and that would make more sense because of the way that they bundle the pages together. I think she said there were three distinct bundles, and those bundles are not stitching. Those bundles are just different bundles to put it together. And if you are a crafter or a journaling person, and you make your own books, you probably know better of what I'm speaking of because I might not be using the right verbiage. So I did cancel my UK version, but I think I'm going to still get it just so I can study that part that it is. Bound differently than the United States version, and it's not sewn in. So that's really interesting because I would think that Kirby would have sewn that in because that's what we complain about his books falling apart. So he will be having a compilation book in October come out. What if I tell you if that book came out hardbound, I would be so happy. But we know that certain artists don't do, they don't do that extra. Look at you. Look who come up over here. Look right here. Hello, ladies. Girl, I'm still recovering from that 4 hour the other night. We can't do no overnight ones like that. Mm-mm. Now, Taylor man, you know I can't do that. I'm old. I'm a senior citizen. I have to get my sleep in. That thing had took me 2 days to recover from. But it was fun. It was fun as heck, but we can't do that on the regular. Uh-uh. No, I think no more than 2 hours. But definitely like an hour is like standard. But girl, 4 hours, we was just kept talking and talking and people kept coming up, but girl. So I saw your last video and we was chatting with you in the we were chatting with you on the last live that you the video you put up, and I was letting people know that that's an upload because we were just chatting, and then somebody that was in there with me, I can't remember who it is. I think some their channel name, they had fun in it. They were like, well, she's not reading our comments. I said, I think this is an upload. That hard book would cost $500. Well, the mythographic one that they did hardbound. See Kirby, you need to throw us a bone because when mythographic came out with that hardbound book, hold on, let me unplug this thing. I hope I didn't go out. That mythographic thing, hold on, where is it? And I'm just showing this just to. Oh, if he just did an old, because it's gonna be a compilation book anyway. Where is the hardbound one? Oh, here it is, right here. Is where all the rest of them are. If he could give us a old nasty piece of hardbound book with like he does the compilations, like this is a compilation book, but see how nicely it is done. And this one was less than $20. I know, and I think was only available at Walmart. If he made one of his books like this, oh my goodness, it's got lots of pages in it. Like Kirby, how come you can't do that? I'm just asking. Jeez. I don't think I'm asking too right. And see, I don't think I'm asking too much. So whatever his book is coming out, the compilation book for is celebrating his year out here, the anniversary year or whatever. I guess was from his first book. Now you know their first books were ratchet, they falling apart and stuff like that. I'm just suggesting this. I know it's already in the works, but if you could do something like this, we would like to see. They were celebrating it. They said more than 1 million copies sold of the series. So why can't you do that for us? And even the Oldenburg lady, where is she? Can you just give us one hard copy? Where's the other book? The Oldenburg lady? We ain't asking for too much. Look, she came back with her book and she added. Okay, this is what I need you to do, Kirby. She reprinted her book that everybody asked her to do, and then she threw in 11 new pages in that. Okay, all right. And look, it's hardbound, and we love it. Hello, we sure do. And look, this is a page I colored with Crayola crayons. Okay, I was so happy that she did this book, girl. It got some sparkles in there, some kind of way. But anyway, yeah, girl. Kirby. Y'all, I'm gonna have to call him back. He called me a little bit before I came on, but I didn't answer the phone because I'm still kind of feeling some kind of way about him. But anyway, so and this has got good paper in it, and it's hardbound, just like this. Hannah Carlson. Carlson books already come hardbound. Okay, so I'm gonna need you to revamp this thing, Kirby. I'm just. Can you just do it for your 10th anniversary? Wouldn't that be nice if you did have them hardbound? We like these. We're not expecting it every time, but if you could do us a solid with that, I would appreciate it. Oh, oh, hold on. Look right here. Look. And my boo don't even talk about the Kirby book. She don't. She says she like them, but she they kind of intimidate her. But she said even I have a Kirby book falling apart. See right there. Right. Okay. I'm just saying. So Kirby, go ahead and do this for it. Do us a good solid. Let me put this old stinking link up in here. Hold on. Where's my stinking link? Oh, here it is right here. Yeah. So hopefully somebody is free for a little bit that needs to come up on here and do the little dance. Somebody's now able to get up on the live whenever they feel like it. Somebody, I'm not gonna say who it is. I saw them numbers. I said, okay, so now we got to work towards the next goal and then the next goal and everything. So, okay, let's just look in here what I had done so far. Now, I told you it's a project book, so I'm just using it however I want to. People get all upset when I start ripping books up. I didn't do anything new on here, but I did test some pencils out. I did learn a little bit more. There is somebody that's colored that page. I'll let you know if I've seen a page that's colored already. I haven't seen this one colored yet. Is somebody at my doorbell? Hold on, y'all. Let me see who. Let me look out. Let me peep out the window. Oh, let me see who this is. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me see who this is. Let me see. Hold on. I see who they are. Hello.
Hooty hoo! Hooty
Hooty hoo!
hoo!
Hey, congratulations!
I know. Thank you,
Yes.
boo. Thank you so much. Now listen, see how on your
What?
ring string my picture is right, but when I try to do it
Yes.
by myself, which that was live, and I'm not that talented to be reading the messages and being live and trying to. I can't do it all yet. Okay,
But you will. But you will get to that point. Go ahead.
but when I look at my replay, my picture is sideways like
Girl,
this.
I had to mention something, but I was in your chat. I was like, I knew she
Oh,
not gonna come up in here talking about some daggone sideways stuff as much as I don't like that.
yes. I don't know what I got to
Mhm.
figure that part. I'm gonna go live a couple more times today, and I
Well,
think I'm
let
gonna
me know when
move.
you go live, and then before you actually hit the live button, send me the link. Oh, but you're not on my Instagram. Why you're not on my
Yeah,
you? You know I
I
don't
don't
like
have
people on my.
Instagram.
Okay, good. But so how can okay? What you do is this video when you go live to test it out. Send me. You know how to. There's a place that you could copy the link. It's like a little bitty like a sharing
Yeah.
of it. Okay,
Mhm.
copy that link and then put it on this video right here. Just type it in the
Okay.
chat and then I'll go to it. That way. And then what'll happen is I'll be on your live. Don't hit live. Just like
Yeah.
hit it like you setting it up and send me that
Okay.
link. and then we'll be chatting, but it won't be live. And
Oh, okay, you could come on it like that.
and then I can help you go through whatever it is that you want to
Ah,
do. Okay, if you want to
okay,
do it,
yeah.
I ain't trying to tell you what to do. Well,
Yeah, so I have
my
an
boss
extra
said,
phone. I think I'm gonna
okay.
set up the extra phone on
Mm-hmm.
here so then I don't never have to move it. You see
Right,
what
and
I'm
just keep
saying?
it.
And then, yep, that's what I'm gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't
Mm-hmm.
have time to be going through this every single day.
Yeah, and oh, excuse me, I heard that something happened. I wanted to talk to you about it before, but
What
we'll talk
happened?
about it. No, it ain't nothing bad.
Oh, I'm nosy, so tell me,
Well, no,
girl.
but something was shown or something, and then you had to do something.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
Well, we ain't got to say nothing about. Well, I heard the person deleted it, so that's it. But
Yes. Woo, thank you, Lord. But it was out there for about 24 hours. I'm like, oh my God, what is going on?
yeah, that's the part, and that's one thing. That's why I try to be very, very cautious about that, protecting, the background, the addresses, and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, and
Yeah, it was my fault because I was writing down some information and then I grabbed a piece of paper that was just by me, not
mhm.
paying, and then once I realized it, I was like, oh,
And the good thing is, I don't think anybody really caught that because a lot of people don't, in that mean sector, they don't watch that person. So, and then, so I think you're fine, and then,
yeah, but it's that mean sector is why
yes,
I'm so cautious. Like
and
I
as
probably
well you
people are probably
should.
like, why is she tripping? But because I know how they,
And I know. Do
you
you know?
man,
And
they so petty. That's why I'm like, oh my God, no, 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 no.
I am so protective of anybody that interacts with me because I feel like people would try to do stuff to other people because they're mad at me and they want to, what I mean, guilty by
Mm-hmm.
association. And none of these people have done anything, even though they, So anyway, I'm glad that I figured that out because I was like, why is that person saying I deleted the video? And I'm thinking, look, my petty self. I'm like, did she do a video towards me? Let me see.
No,
then
no, girl.
and then I realized what had happened. But
Yeah, it
that's
was
what
me.
immediately what I thought. Yeah.
No,
So,
I exposed
but
myself like an idiot.
well, it happens.
I mean, all my business. Just like that picture of my dog. I posted a picture of my dog innocently. And I went to
Mhm.
go look at the picture like an hour later, just happened to glance at it. And on his dog tag was my
Is
full address. I said,
and that's
oh, yeah, I
yep.
had to delete it.
And so, but yeah, and that's why I wanted to chat with you, like not offline, but online, but offline. You know what I mean? So I can just let you know anything that I can help you with, and anybody, so that you can avoid any of that mess. And those things would have been the thing that I would have mentioned. But anyway, I
Yeah,
didn't get a
I got to be
chance
more
to.
careful.
But
I
there's
have to
a
be
couple
more
of other
careful
stuff.
too.
Yeah, and there's a couple of other things. So when I chat with you later on, whenever you do the link thing, I'll fill you in on, what I think will be
Okay.
helpful for you. Okay. So, yeah. So, yes. Well, so congratulations to
Yeah,
you.
okay. And then with the
Yeah.
YouTube thing, okay, so I can go live on YouTube from my computer, but not my mobile phone. So
Um.
it says I need 50, but I have them now. So maybe it's going to take a day
hmm
for it to register.
It takes a little bit for it to click in. Yes, it does. And so,
Yeah, because
yeah.
I verified my phone number. So I'm just like,
hmm
okay, I just got to wait a couple days or something. I'll try back.
Yeah. So, but as long as you have the 50, because I think they wait a little bit because, sometimes people will, like I said, when I tell you people unsub and stuff like that. So they just want to make sure you keep that 50 for a minute when the process goes through. When they push that button, there's that 50 there. It's not just like you just get the 50 and then even if you go back to 20, they're not going to, you know what I mean? So
Oh, yeah, they
yeah,
don't play, huh?
they don't play because, it's money involved. It's money on the flow.
Money on the flow. Money on the
Money on the
flow.
flow. Yes.
Yeah, but I watched your video this morning. I seen your car. I said, now, you know I'm old, girl. I was asleep last night.
Wasn't that funny?
I
I
was
know,
laying in the
but you said
bed, baby.
I could have stayed asleep. I really could have. I only came on because you was like, okay, I'm gonna see you then, and I was like, and when I said that, I said she ain't gonna come
Baby,
up. She
yeah,
gonna be
baby,
still asleep. It was hard for me to get up and do that.
Yeah.
And I ended up making it in an hour. But yeah, I didn't even want but no, we can't do no 4 hours like that.
Yeah, it take me a couple days to recover.
Yeah, because
I
it throws you off, your sleep off, and it throws your pattern off. And especially if you, I imagine, because you have family, you had doing this and that. She disappeared. Taylor, you went away for a minute. There you go. Now you
Phew,
back. I don't know what happened. So,
I'm sorry, I had got a call.
okay, yeah, okay. So, yeah, so that four
Dang.
hours, and I think I had been on longer earlier. It just seemed like that thing just wiped me out. She's got a call. That's what's going on. So, yeah. Yeah, hold on. Let me clip her back up in here. Hold on. Yep. So that's what had happened.
I had got a call. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. So that's what had happened. So anyway, so I did see your haul. I do not have that book with the boots on there, but I did hear that's a very popular book, and I will be getting that one.
The one with the
Teresa
boots? Oh,
Goodrich. Mm-hmm. Yes. Her work is so excellent, and she's got those squiggly lines, and it works really good with the alcohol markers and everything. I've loved all of your
yeah.
videos that you put out. You have a very pleasant voice. You are sharing little tips and things that you have learned, and you're actually mentioning, a couple of, people that, showed you something, which is good. That also
Mm-hmm.
creates people coming over because if you say certain people's names, the people will be like, oh, yeah, well, I like her. Let me go over. And yeah, so you are off to a great start. And then you're coloring
Good.
pages from the beginning to the end, which is nice. I, unlike some people, not naming any names, but your channel
Yeah.
to do very, very well. Yeah, I think
Good. I hope so.
yes, and Kim approves because Kim was like, "Is because you came on there with them things and you was doing something that she did," and she said, "What is she using that?" I said, "Yes, Kim."
Yeah. It's in them. Yeah.
And so she's happy about that too. So
Cause you
yeah,
know when y'all be pulling out stuff, sometimes I be looking sideways like, what
I
is
know.
that? That
Uh-huh.
look cheesy, and then I get it, and then I love it. Like, oh, okay, I get it.
And then you have Miss Dee Dee Wellingham because I highly recommend certain channels, and her channel is so positive and it's nice. It's none of that ratchet stuff. And Miss Devon Arts, and then the Queen of Flannels. So you know those people are watching. I think they subbed, and yeah, so it's all nice people. Where that's why I try to not commingle that other stuff over there. But I do want the people that are over there that are artsy, to come over. But there's no
Yeah,
foolala.
yeah. I've seen Dee Dee's page. I've been on there, in her
Hmm.
clouds a couple times for a little bit, and I heard seen her interact. I think it's her daughter or something.
Yeah, her daughter and her son, they both are artists also. Hmm.
Okay, no, I just
Yeah.
heard the daughter in the background one time.
Yeah,
One,
she visits her. She's not always there. She has a little pussycat there and her hubster, but yeah. But her channel, she runs a tight ship. She doesn't do people on the thing on her channel like a lot of people like to have a panel.
mhm,
She doesn't do that. It's a one woman show besides the cat. The cat is there. And her mods, I love her mods. I sub to all of her mods. I think maybe one or two I don't, and I go to their channels. But they all get together Monday and Wednesdays when she vlogs, and then Miss Janet comes in later on in the day. But it's a
now
fun
who's
time over
Janet?
there. Miss
Who's
Janet
Janet?
is the snarly one. She called me a butthead. She called me a
Oh,
butt, and
there she.
she did. She the only person that called me a butthead, and I won't get mad. She's feisty, but she crafts,
Yeah.
she colors, she's extremely talented, as just as well as Miss Dee Dee. They do kind of different things, but similar.
Mhm.
I definitely enjoy Janet. Janet, I can get a little wild over there because she called me a butthole, so it's on and popping.
Right. You're
But
like,
no,
oh,
she's
okay.
and she colors crack stuff. And I don't think Miss Dee Dee likes Janet to say crack, but Janet says crack all the time. She colors. She says I'm crack painting, I'm crack coloring and stuff like that. And She doesn't mean it like the drug crack, but like
Yeah.
how we talk about the cracks in the books. She kind
Yeah.
of takes it like that. So, but yeah, it's I always learn something new watching those two channels, and also Devon Arts. Devon Arts does the jelly painting, and that's
Devin
those
Arts.
pages that you do for the for the collages and stuff. You'll see
Mm-hmm.
her around. And then Queen of Flannel, I just got off of her live. She actually just got this book in. She has a UK version of the Dark Fairies, and she let us know that this book, the UK version, is not stitch bound. It is glued in, but it's glued in better quality style than the USA version. It's glued in sections and things. So, and I think it's probably a different glue or whatever. So those books don't tend to fall apart like the US versions of the Kirby's. So I'm going to go ahead and order it again. But
No,
just
that's
because they're
I
you,
think ain't that uh
hmm,
is that racist that they do that as far as like
well, no,
give it to another country one way and then do us
I think
bogus.
give us well, I think it's probably has something to do with the time, because when you ship stuff to other countries, you got to add that cost, that shipping cost. They're still trying to keep it within a certain budget, so to keep still the same page, because the pages are the same, it's just how they put them together. The
Well, we
book
want
would
ours put
cost.
together.
I know,
Well,
but
charge
then
us
they would.
$5 more. Okay,
I
we'll pay $5 more.
We're gonna have to get in touch to the marketing team and let the marketing team. We want the same thing that y'all get, but yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but if you want good paper and hardbound, a hard book view, that's gonna be about $700, not five.
say that. I think what they're doing, like Mythographic, they got into bed with Walmart, and they got that whole book. Because I keep saying, well, how did they do this? How did Mythographic do that? Now they use pages that from a bunch of other art. It's a compilation book, but I said, well, how did they do that? They did it hardbound and gold and embellished it. It's beautiful, and
Mm-hmm.
but it was Walmart, and Kirby did some of his other books through the Walmart. You can only get them at Walmart. Now you can get them on Amazon and stuff, but it was like after a year or whatever, 2 years. So I
Oh.
don't know. I think it has something to do with the shipping costs and then all that. And yeah, that's what I think it is. I don't think they're being. I think it's about the coins. You know how the coins. Wilson say the coins keep him here. I think it's the coins. So, but yeah. Now there's ways to get stuff from out of other countries to get them, sent to America, but you have to have like a special post office box. I think Queen of Flannel was letting us know that, because the chroma flows are like that. You can only buy the new set in whatever country it was, and it hadn't gotten to America. It wasn't going to be here in America for like a year, but I'm not that serious about it, but I love to hear what people have to, they pick how they get their products and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
she's a great channel to go to, and then you can color along with her, because well, she did start the Scarecrow page, the page that I had started. She was flipping it and she was talking about some of the stories. So anyway, I haven't colored
Well,
in this
maybe
book
I
in
need some of
36
them
hours.
smuggled pencils.
And yeah, I know,
Go
right? We're gonna
ahead,
figure out how to
hit me up on the low, okay?
right, right. We're gonna figure it out. But
Mm-hmm.
my goodness. So I pulled out the Kirby's, and so because I was looking for the page to do for
Oh,
Miss Bubble
I didn't
Sling, and
pick my page out either.
I
Which
picked
one you
my
finna
page.
do?
Let me show you. Let me see which one.
Wait, what
Hold
book are
on.
you in? Oh, you're in Mythic or no?
Hold on. Let me pull it out. Because I only have the 4 collab books, and then I have a Mythic World. That's all the rest of my Kirby books are tore up. Okay, I think it's in this one. Yeah. Oh, I put a little thing here. This is the page that I started this morning. So I picked the
Oh, you
two
already started
trolls.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
April Fool's Day. So I'm basting it with. I picked my colors via
What
the
book is it though? What book is it
oh,
outside?
Mythic Animals.
Oh, Mythic Animal.
But because this is a collab book,
I
I
don't
don't know
have
what
that book.
page this is in the original book. You have this page. because you got all those
Okay.
books,
I
and
got the
I don't know
collab
which.
books, the white ones.
And you can't go by the colors.
Oh,
Mm-mm. Yeah, he switched them up.
well,
Okay, so let me show you the club. Okay, this is a. These two are the real books. When I say real, you know what I mean.
yeah,
Those are
yeah, yeah.
real.
Okay, I got
Okay, and
Mythic World.
that's the collab. That's a collab. Hold on, let me see. What's my other? This is a collab, compilations. I keep saying collab, compilations. These four are compilation books. You have original books, so well, you might have a collab book too. I think you showed me, but anyway, you have the original one, so you may find some of the pictures. Like what you have right now is what I had. I had all of the original ones, but like I said, they fell apart. So this page is probably in there. Now I was going to do this one, and I'm going to do it, but another time. I was going to do that one for it.
Hmm.
So the page that I'm doing is in one of your books, but we don't have to do the same page. But just to let you know, because
Yeah.
I know a lot of people get confused with that one, and that's why I was so mad. I was like, but I didn't realize that he put the names of the books. Oh, I can help you find it if you want to just look at it. Hold on. Okay, here it is. Hold on.
I gotta
Okay,
pull this
where's the
up.
page that I'm doing? Didn't I just have it
Okay,
out?
there
Oh
you
my
go.
goodness. Because he does have the names of the.
Yeah.
I know a
Oh,
lot of people get.
sorry.
Oh, I hate my voice. I hate my voice.
I'd hate mines too. I think I sound weird.
I think
Depending
I
on the time
sound.
of the day, it gets
Mm,
worse.
I never have liked my voice. Okay, it's not in this one. I think it's in this one. I think the sticky just fell down. Yeah, because I was gonna do that one.
Okay, now I can see yours better. Okay, so you're doing two trolls.
Okay, yes. Okay, so this is a collab book. So let me see. This collab book is coming from Mythic World. Oh, so I should have it in this one. Okay, this would be a good
Oh,
example. Mythic World, Worlds Within Worlds, and Mythomorphia. So let me see if this page is in Mythic World. It should be if we're really following what he's saying. And then what I'm going to show you, this will definitely be a good example. So I'm looking for those two trolls. And I never colored them in this must have been the original book it was in. I'm thinking, let's just see if the thought process is working. I have not had any coffee today, and it's too late to have coffee now because then you know what? I also think why I was so wired the other day because I had my coffee later on in the day.
yeah, but
Yeah.
let me tell you though,
Hmm.
when you were winding down, you could tell because
I could tell I
it's
was
like
hitting the
it's like
wall.
yeah, because you almost got loopy a little bit.
Yes. And I do that, and I people like, oh, she was probably edible out or drunk or something. No, girl, I was sleepy as hell. I crashed. Coffee,
Yeah.
you know how coffee takes you all the way up, and then it just lets you fall
Yeah.
disgracefully. And I did, and I could tell, but I still wanted to color and chat. But girl, I was tired as heck. That's why I wanted to take the
Uh,
video down. But I'm like, no, I'm just gonna leave it. We didn't do anything malicious. I'm not gonna put it
no, we
over to
didn't.
the other channel. I'm just gonna leave it like that. But I don't normally do 4-hour video. Not in the middle of the night. I have fallen asleep on my channel. I have
You
gotten.
have?
Yes, girl. And I don't think anybody said I snored, but yeah, I did fall
No,
asleep.
I never seen that. I never seen you do that.
Mm-mm, it was earlier. And I might have taken it down. Okay, so I flipped through this and I do not see this troll page. So maybe this troll page is in another book. So this troll page is not in the Mythic Worlds. So it would have to be in
Okay,
okay.
well, why did you pick the troll pages? What made you just like trolls, or what was your
Well,
inspiration?
I had picked 3 pages, and I think I had narrowed it down to 2, and then I basically asked whoever was in the chat. And
Yeah, I
so,
remember it
okay.
was Bubbles, right? It was me and Bubbles.
Mm-hmm. So the reason why I picked this page is because I don't see a lot of people that have colored this page.
Yeah,
You
I think
know,
that's what you said. Yep, I think that's
uh-huh.
what you said.
And this one too. I mean, I think I might have seen one person do this one, so I was like, let me
Uh,
pick some other pages that are different because everybody love the shoes. When you gonna do them
yeah.
sneakers?
I don't know.
Those sneakers is everything. I think Ivy Pearl got the book with the sneakers in there too,
Yeah, she
and
want to color them sneakers too.
them sneakers are too cute. I bet she gonna color them pink and green. I know she is. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so I wanted to pick something that nobody else colored because some of the pages you can tell, like this page, I don't really like this one. I did try to color it, and when I tell you I tried to color it, it looked a
Oh,
hot
they look
mess.
cute. I'm liking the orange.
What
See,
orange?
the orange on your trolls.
Oh yeah, I'm picking
I'm
different colors.
delayed. I'm delayed. I'm delayed on my computer screen, but I just see your pictures.
Okay,
But
it's okay. Yeah, I
they
might
look
have a little
cute.
delay too. Yeah, so I'm trying to make them spicy and zesty, not all
Mm-hmm.
dreary, like we got to use all the dark, depressing colors. So that's what I'm serving up. And I was trying to pick something. Yeah, see, like you don't see a lot of people coloring a lot of these pages in these books. They always pick the popular pages, like this one. I've started this one like 2 times. This is a color along I'm doing with bubbles right now, actually. But
Yeah.
I ran out of the Prismacolors that I needed to finish it, so I'll have to. I might have to just. Well, it depends on if I feel like driving. I might go to the art store and just pick up those pencils, or I could find some dupes. I don't know. So that troll page is not in Mythic World. Um, oh, my little cord is dangling. But anyway, yeah, so that's why I picked it because it was different. Now,
Oh, that's
Bubbles is
cute.
coloring this one. She's coloring the Medusa.
Yeah, her Medusa looks pretty too.
So what page are you? Do you have any that you may have in mind once you look through it or flip them? You have
No,
to.
because I was avoiding looking because I was like, I don't want to get Kirby'd out. So I said I'm gonna wait till
Hmm.
start. I haven't even touched the fairy tale book because I've been doing those markers. But I
Yes.
guess today I really will find me a Kirby
A
page to
page.
do.
Yeah.
But my theory is that I'm gonna do some things out of there that I think that I might can accomplish quicker than
Oh.
the looking for less detail. Oh, it's gonna be hard because that's what he's about. But I mean,
Hmm.
the lesser ones so that I can possibly do them a little quicker so I can
I
get more
got you.
entries in.
Yeah, I got you to get
Yeah.
on some more. And that's why when I first started in this book, I picked that wood person. And look, I picked the wood person. I'm gonna come up later and just talk about the pages that I did color and talk about the items that I did use and the struggle. Some items don't always work, and I'll talk about those later. I don't want to talk about them right now because I just
Okay.
want to do it as an upload and then get it in and
Yeah.
out within 30 minutes. So
Mhm.
I picked that woodman person because and a lot of people are like, oh, I hope I didn't discourage anybody from that book, but I do like that woodman. And now my colorful country life has done it. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. The
I
toy
saw
woodman.
her. And
Yes.
that page stuck out to me first too. I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
do that. Ooh, I like that blue, that pretty blue that you
Mm-hmm.
just went by."
Oh, okay. The delay. I didn't close the book up. Yeah, so that's why I picked that page. I said, "Oh, this is the easiest page." Girl, I still got that little lady to color, and then I have to figure out what to do with them clouds. So I'm glad she did her color along, so I can use some tips on how to do the little ballerina.
Oh
But
yeah. Mhm.
mhm. But none of his pages are easy. That I thought was the easiest page, and girl, I'm
You got
finished.
stuck.
I
You
got
got
stuck.
stuck.
And I'm finishing the other pages that had really hard stuff. More finished than that one. And that was the first one I started. Isn't that something?
Yeah,
So sometimes looking for the easy one, that doesn't work.
that's
I
true too.
It definitely didn't work for me. But I'm not used to coloring the little tiny ballerina. Like really? Mm-mm. It just sounds weird saying it.
Yeah.
So where did you see that you had 51? At what time did you notice it? This morning sometime? Because I
Yeah,
was
this morning. Yeah,
Okay.
so I wrote a post thanking, everybody, and then I mentioned it when I went live.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I was thinking about taking that one down, but I'm not, even though the picture is messed up. I'm just like,
Mm.
that's part of the growth, I guess.
Yeah, I think it is. Okay, I'm
But
just putting up
yeah,
the comments. Yeah, it is
yeah.
part of
So
the growth.
I noticed it this morning. I was like, yes. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm like, we're growing,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm
Yeah.
happy. I'm happy. I'm not gonna be in no rush. It's not a competition or nothing. So I'm just gonna just let it happen and just enjoy the ride.
Mm-hmm. It's fun. And Blue
Yep.
Skies has that book. Blue Skies, I saw you over there with the Queen of Flannel. Oh my goodness, she is one of my faves also to watch. And it was like a 2 hour color and chat. She started working on the Wizard of Oz page, and she's using the Neo Color twos, and she's excellent. She's very detailed, and I learned a lot watching her on the live, and actually we just got off of it not too long ago. So yeah, I always share the people that I do watch on the Color and View channel that I think that people can learn stuff from, because that's how I
Yeah.
learn stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a good
So
idea.
yeah, so if you really want to learn stuff and see what's new and stuff, any of my things that I do post as a share anybody's channel. I don't just post stuff, just random stuff. I really
Yeah.
do. Yeah, it's something that you can learn from. I found out she's got both of the books, the UK version and American version. That the Kirby book that's UK is not sewn bound, but we're thinking it is sewn bound, but it's not.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
Bubbles swears to it.
mm-hmm. So I can't wait for Bubbles to get hers, because I do value Queen of and actually she showed it. So yeah. But some of the books are sewn bound. But I
Yeah.
never saw Kirby, anybody say specifically that it was sewn bound. And I think I saw a couple other people that had it, but they didn't even mention it. I'm like, we all want to know, is it
Yeah.
sewn bound? And so Queen of Flannel is the first person that has the book that mentioned it, and I do value her opinion, because she's some people get stuff and they might not know what they got. They don't even know about all that.
Yeah, like me. I'm
it's
like,
like
what?
it is like, oh, View just ripped her book up. I don't even know why she ripped her book up. I'm like, because I did it so that I don't have to wait for it to fall apart.
Yeah. And
I
you
ripped
showed
it.
us how to do it. Put a little heat to it. That'll make that glue loose.
Hmm.
That's how you take out, I actually take out quick weaves like that. Put
Right.
put the heat to it and it made the track loose.
And slide it right on off.
Slide that baby right on off.
Hmm. Now
So
I
yeah, I
will,
get it.
yeah, I will go to the Staples and the Staples, or the what is the other, Office Depot, and I will get a book bound, spiral bound, just so y'all can see what that looks like. The binding that I use has that big black thing across it, so that's kind of like a turn off with some people, but I don't mind it, because I can take those pages out and then I can rebind it after I finish coloring it. So
Hmm.
it's
That's nice.
yeah, so I like it. So it is what it is. People like what they like. You don't have to. There's no law. You don't have to break the book down and nothing like that. But I don't want people
Yeah.
to think they're getting a sewn book, and it's not. So especially if they're paying more. It's still glued, but it's better quality glue. And Taylor said, "Is that some racist food laka laka?" No.
Yeah. What's going on? Why we get the raggedy stuff?
I think it's just cost saving. The
We
coins
don't want to
keep on
say
it.
we don't want to save no coin.
You want the good stuff.
We
Buy
want
it
the
one
good
time.
stuff.
Yeah, buy it one time and be done, huh?
Yeah. The
Yeah,
way
then
y'all be flipping and flopping through them books, I'm like, Bubbles, I'm convinced it's the way you keep going through there trying to pick out one.
oh Lord.
She's
I will
like, girl. She said it
oh
still shouldn't fall apart.
but it is how you break it down. And so now I really understand, because the UK version, because they bind them in three sections. So when you're flipping it
Oh.
back and forth, it doesn't create the whole thing where it wants to fall apart. But because the United States version is just one big clump and it's in there, so
Mm-hmm.
you keep flipping it, it's going to loosen up. It's going to be creating cracks that are not there. So that's why it's
Yeah.
important to bend the page right, and it's called breaking the spine. You have to bend it right, and once you bend it right, it will not, it should not fall apart. But it does take a little bit of time to do it like that. So I understand it now scientifically. Now that
Yeah.
I know, but yeah, people get up in arms about this spine breaking and stuff. And
Yeah,
that was
baby,
so
they
funny that I
should.
got this little cover over this page. I need to finish this little thing I started. This is the ugliest little thing, and
That's,
I
yeah, it look
just
like a little troll.
it does.
A little hairy little troll. Like his
Oh
back
my
look
god!
hairy.
And like about him is just oh my god, and his face. Look at his face, and it's scary. So I started this, and
So
Blue
you
Skies is
scared of it now?
well. No, I'm gonna get back to it. I'm gonna get back to it. But
Now
I
Blue
have to.
Skies is doing a color long too with bubbles.
Yeah, she's doing one with me also.
Oh, you're doing it too? Oh, okay.
No, she's doing another one. No, Blue Skies and I have our own collab going.
Oh, come through Blue
Mhm.
Skies. I want to see. How we gonna get to see the finished product? Well, Blue Skies,
Well,
do you post on your wall or what?
girl,
I want to
that's
see.
I know, right? Blue Sky's gonna have to answer that because we waiting for her to retire. She's officially gonna be retiring, and when she says she retires, and she will come and do slide through with the videos. Okay, color.
At
And
least you can post on your wall your
mm-mm.
pages. Blue
she's
Sky.
still she's still getting over the Kirby thing. She said she tried. Look. See, she tried.
Oh,
See, I
I'm
try not to.
trying. Okay.
Yeah, see, I try not to go too hard with Blue Skies because you know how you be like telling people something, you be like, damn, and then they be like, oh, fuck, this bitch keep talking about this, and so I go
Yeah.
baby steps with her, yeah. So,
Yeah, we
but
won't pressure you.
but I know she gets sick of me asking about.
Yeah, like what's up?
Yeah, she
When
don't
you
do
dropping the
nothing.
video?
She just come over here and watch us and sit in the chat. She getting there though. She said
Yeah.
working on the retirement. Yeah, she said I got to retire first, and then, but she's got all the supplies. You know I met her in person. We had lunch a couple times.
Yeah.
We did some nice little exchanges of some stuff,
So
and
y'all
so
live in
yeah.
the same city or was she just visiting your city?
We're in the same area, the DMV area, and yeah, we
Okay.
live in the same state, Maryland. Yeah, we live in the
Okay.
same state. And so the DMV is DC, Maryland, and Virginia, and they're all commingled. And I have family around, so I'm always moving around and stuff. But yeah, so but we meet in DC. We met in DC twice. I think it was DC. Yeah, but I there's a place
Oh,
I
y'all
want
met
to.
twice.
Yeah, we had dinner. We broke bread. Oh, we spent the whole afternoon. One day we went to a museum. We had a really good time. It was so much fun. We did have a ball, didn't we? So and then the next time we do it, I'm gonna make sure that she does not bring her credit card with her because I'm telling you right now, Blue Skies loves treating people. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and I trying to treat one time, then she it was a fail, and then the last time we met, it was around my birthday, and so she was like, the birthday girl ain't paying for and
Yeah.
it was so nice. We had a really great meal at a soul food restaurant, and yeah,
Mm.
and then we went to the Portrait Art Museum, which just has portraits. I didn't
Oh,
even know.
cool.
Yeah, and I have pictures. I need to put those together and do a video of it. We do cut up. Yeah, we're not all dignified and stuff. We be cutting up and laughing and cracking. It's so
Talking
funny.
about people. I can see
We
y'all now.
we was the last video that we did. We was on the corner where there was like 9 police cars, and we was trying to buy some edibles. Now I'm always being all wretched, but you be
What?
trying to buy some weed. And I turned the video and I was like, they didn't call us. We were trying to buy weed. We was in downtown DC. Hold on, let me see if I can find that video. It
That
was
is so funny.
funny. I'm gonna play it if I find it real quick. It's nothing bad. It was not. It was just us talking and me. Hold on, let me see. Let me find my a view. It's a view channel. So yeah, I can't wait for her to start her channel also. But yeah, we're gonna meet up again. Um, is a view. But yeah, she's very down to earth and just hilarious. Hold on. Okay,
Well,
here's a
that's
view.
good. I
Hmm.
like meeting good people, you know.
Yeah, well, I've met people before that are not good people.
Yeah.
You know how that
That's the
plays
sad
out.
part. You don't know until after the fact, but
Yeah, and I it's just horrible when that happens. And I have regretted meeting people, and I'm very cautious of it, and I don't really want to. I don't really want to meet anybody like that. But
I know
you
if
know,
it's from YouTube, you're like,
right?
I don't know.
Hmm. But I just got a real good feeling with and she's not on my Instagram or nothing like that. I mean, I tell y'all, I don't like people on my Instagram. I feel like it's a setup move. But I only chat with her on the YouTube, and that's
Yeah,
how I
that's
like it.
cool.
Yeah, hold on, let me see. I can't. Why can't I find my own channel? Oh, here I am. Okay, here we go. Let me see if I can find that video. It's so funny. It's so weird. I put my channel name in here and I see all these videos. Like, Jesus. They're not mine. They're people that, I
Put
never
your
put
name in the
people's.
title,
Yeah,
or
I
they're
don't
just
like that.
people with the same name.
No,
I
they
do
put
not
my,
like that either.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Hmm.
and then you type your name and their videos pop up and it's talking crazy or something. I had one lady,
Hmm.
um, I was modding for this lady in another sector, and yeah, this lady, no, matter of fact, it happened twice. Because I was
Hmm.
modding for this one lady who was supposed to be like a Christian lady. Well, she is a Christian type lady, but she do sometimes because she accepts anybody. She
Hmm.
even accepts people that you already know is not right. So the one time this lady had came up on her panel to cuss her out, and I'm like, dang, now and so I got up there and I'm like, this lady don't be doing all that over here. Like, go on with that. So, anyways, I
Hmm.
end up calling the lady a B,
Oh.
and so she went back. She went back to her channel, put my name in the title, and I guess she called herself trying to roast me. And so
Hmm.
every time you would type it in, her video would come up until her page got took. So I was like, yes. And
Yes.
then
Yeah.
yeah, and then it finally went away. But I'm like, oh my God. And then I was thinking about copyrighting the woman, but I didn't want the lady having my address, I mean, my name and all that. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh,
Because they'll have your name and your address and everything. That's the part of
yeah, I
it I
don't got
don't like.
time for that.
But
Yeah.
it does keep it kind of legit, you bought it on here. Okay, you're gonna copyright something. You need to stand in it. So I kind of understand why they do that. But yeah.
Yeah. So I just was letting it ride. And I was like, ugh.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
eventually it went away.
But yeah, you got to be
Because
careful meeting people.
she was a
Hmm.
messy lady. So
Oh,
um,
okay.
her channel did finally, although she got plenty more now, but it ain't with my name in there.
Hmm. And y'all see some of the people that I've met before. Like I've met James. Our interaction was very nice. I went to his meetup, and I met a couple other people. I met really BTV. I'm just talking about the ones that there wasn't any drama. I met Blue
And then you
Skies. There
know what
was.
else that taught me too
Hmm?
is to not get in people's stuff, because you know what? They end up being friends again.
Right, and just keep it moving because they'll be
Yep.
friends, and then be standing on the side.
And,
Then they be
and then I'd
going
be
at you.
like, yeah. Then I'm like, oh, okay. So I don't, I was trying to help you, and then so you love this stuff. So,
Hmm.
anyways,
Yeah, I'm trying to
stupid.
think of. Yeah, and I just don't like that. Who else did I meet that it wasn't any drama after I left meeting them? Oh, I met Deanna Earn, but I met Deanna Earn where there was a whole drama thing with that whole flying monkey shit. But and Deanna and we never fell out, nothing. I like Miss Deanna because she's very direct. If I say something or do something that is not right or right, she'll call me on it, and then I'll call her on it. Not call like literally
Mm-hmm.
pick the phone up, but I speak to her, she speaks to me just like, because when I met her, she's really a nice person, very down to earth and funny as hell. She sure is. So I
Yeah, I
haven't.
can respect that. I don't like when
Uh-huh.
people don't say how they feel, and
I don't like it either. And then they be talking behind your back, and they don't get with other people
yeah.
and stuff. Who else did I meet that I feel like is good? Let me see. James, Deanna, Blue Skies. Oh, I met B Baltimore. Baltimore. I don't think he does videos anymore, but and he might even be watching now. Sometimes he pops down. B More. I think his channel name was B More, and he basically he did start a channel really, but then he's mostly in the comment section. I was in Baltimore doing I had some hotel points. I stayed at a hotel down there, and I was on the riverboat area, doing the little paddle boats. And then I got
Mm.
out of that, and I was vlogging when I was live. That's why you got to be careful when you're vlogging. And so I was leaving the restaurant and everything. And then somebody comes up and he was like, "The view is a view." I mean, no, Min Pam. And I was like, "What?" So he must have saw me while I was live, and what is okay because he was a positive supporter. So we chatted and stuff. And
Mm.
so I met him. Very, very nice. Um,
Yeah, you met
trying to,
D Spot.
yeah. Oh, yeah. D Spot. Yeah. And nothing as bad as happened with us meeting. Yeah. Um,
I remember I watched that one.
Yeah, we had fun. I drove down to Richmond, and that was during the Black Lives Matter situation.
Yep, I remember.
Uh-huh. That was real. That was fun. We were trying, and it was during the COVID also, and we were supposed to eat at a couple of different restaurants, and we just could not find any that were open because of the
Yeah, I was gonna
COVID.
say
And
y'all
so,
ate in the car, didn't y'all?
yeah, we found something, and we had to get the food and eat it in the car or something. There, I think so. I think so. Or we might have found a place that was. Oh, I can't remember because I don't see the video, but I know him and I were in the car talking about some stuff and chatting, and we did a couple of videos.
Yeah, you used
So
to
yeah,
always
nothing.
be in the car back then,
Hmm.
going to places and vlogging different
I wanted
stuff.
to do that. I wanted to do that.
Like
But
Dollar Tree hauls and stuff like that.
hmm but when I got called homeless and everything, it was like, well, fuck that. And then I realized that people could be seeing where you are in your background and actually pull up on you.
Yep.
Uh, and I was like, I don't really like that. I don't like that idea. Cause
You might have to
child, I
you
will
might have to
fight.
cut you have to cut somebody, girl.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I will fight. I'm not that, and I'm not skinny. I don't know why people think I'm skinny or now. Blue Sky said I was a little thin. I said, girl. I said, Blue Skies, am I skinny like they say they are, like I am? She said, kind of like. I was like, see right here, I'm gonna have to cuss her out.
Blue Sky said you too thin to win.
Blue Skies, I'm feisty. I'll cuss you out I'll hurt you with my mouth. I will. I'll
Oh
verbally
my
shock
goodness.
you that you won't. Okay, she going to a meeting. Okay, Blue Skies, boo. All right.
Bye.
Yeah. I'll make you feel like you don't even want to hit me because I'll make you cry first. I don't even
Yeah.
know. I have that gift of the gab.
You get the
It's like,
cussing, you get the
and they be like, dang, let me get away from this lady.
yeah, she is tripping. Like, are you okay?
Right. I'm not. Is it? And then like, okay, she ain't even swung yet. No, let me leave her alone. Let me leave her alone. So anyway, but yeah, so you definitely have to be careful when you're vlogging outside, and like if you're driving around or you like shopping in a store, you definitely don't want to get other people in the camera and stuff because I don't think that's respectful. Like everybody doesn't want to be on the YouTube. And a couple of people I've seen that do vlog, and they'll just vlog the
Yeah, cause
grocery store.
I yeah,
Go
cause
ahead.
I'm the type I'll go grab your camera and throw it. Yeah, I don't play them type of games. Don't
Mm-hmm.
record me. Don't even let me
Do
think
not
you
do that.
recorded me, cause I'll be like, what you doing?
Mm-hmm. Aim
Let
that
me
camera
see.
down. Yeah, aim that camera down and be respectful, especially with the kids and just anybody. when I vlog out in the public, I don't do that. Even if people say, "Are you vlogging?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want to be on there." I'm like, "Mm-mm," because you might not like whatever I'm gonna do, and the next thing I know, you striking my daggone chain. No, it's just gonna be me or somebody that likes to be on here. So now,
Oh.
let me see what you're doing. Is that small victories? You said.
No, this is it's like a small victory page. This is out of the Sarah Renee
Oh,
Clark.
I got that book coming because I'm now it's a new month. I only allow $100 to play around.
Yep.
So I
That
gotta
is
mail
so
some.
smart.
Only $100
That's
now.
smart because I'm
Okay,
on a no
no.
buy now.
hmm But I
Uh
got stuff to send out, so I'm gonna have to take maybe 40 of that and send out some packages that I have, and then after that, I'm not gonna send stuff out anymore because it's kind of dangerous to do that. So, and I do
but
have a
once you
post
have
office box.
everything and you got you're all caught up on, besides okay, if a new
hmm
book comes out, yeah, you'll get that. But if you're all
hmm
caught up, you done got a bunch of books,
hmm
you got your supply. I mean, what else do you need to buy?
You're right, unless it's a sale or something to add to it or something. Yeah. So I
Even just because Macy's got a sale don't mean you got to be at
mm-mm.
every sale.
Now, what I do is I upgrade because now instead of me buying the Neo Color twos, which there's a big issue with them, and then the whole set, and then they're just Karen Dash is overpriced stuff. So and I've been studying that. So I have probably maybe like 40 or 50 Neo Color twos. I know she's got a whole set of collection, and this I didn't really have to have all that. I'm going to get the King Art 72 gel stick, which is the same thing as you can use a watercolor on it. And I actually realized that when I was watching Queen of Flannel today. So I'm getting the gel stick set. I think it was in my cart. It was $54. Now it went up to $64. So I'm gonna let it sit in the cart and see if it goes on sale.
Gel sticks,
Instead of getting a
the fat
Karen Dash,
gel,
huh?
the fat gel sticks.
Yes. And I actually have
Okay.
some that are by Mondo Llama. Hold on, let me show that to you. And these are the same things. But I just don't like the Mondo Llama brand. I don't really know hard.
Okay, so what was the guy doing with those, or whoever you were watching earlier? They was using them like watercolors.
The gel art. Hold on, let's practice it because I don't want to. Now these are like the fake Neo twos, but hold on, let me get this right. And yeah, let me practice it. Let me put my good book away though, girl. I'm gonna see. Let me
Let
get a
me
piece of.
let me see if
Yeah,
I can.
because I don't want to order something. So basically,
Okay,
if
so
I send out
wait.
stuff,
Okay, tell me what's going on with the Neo twos that you don't like.
the price, and then they are retired. They stopped making some of the colors.
Okay,
So it, yeah, but the price is too expensive. Anything Karen Dash is already overpriced.
okay.
Yeah, yeah, and so let's just color on
Wait,
this
the
off.
Karen Dash.
It
Oh, the
line
Neo twos. Okay, the Neo twos.
the
I
whole
like.
line of Karen Dash. The
Hmm.
pencils, the Pablos, the Lumina. Is the Karen Dash? No, that's not the Neo Color twos, the
But
Neo
is it?
Color
It's
what?
quality, right? Is that why?
It's
Because
it's
some of the
quality.
stuff is higher.
Yes, and that's the part that I'm saying. I'm not selling my artwork. I still want the quality. I want the
Hmm.
color payoff, but there are other brands that you can get that do the same thing.
Okay,
I'm
I
not going
see
to
what you're
buy
saying.
the yeah, I'm not going to buy the 150 of Karen Dash pencil gel things, which I think they don't have like that anymore. If I can buy the King Art 72 for $50 and
Okay, so she has gel pens too. Or are
gel
you just
sticks.
talking gel sticks? Okay.
No, her. Okay, I know there's a delay, so give me 1 minute before you reply. Uh,
Okay.
her Neo Color twos, which aren't these, her Neo Color twos. A dupe for the Neo Color twos is the King Art gel sticks. and they're
Okay.
cheaper. And the thing that people are mad about is because she tailored her kit down to 86. She used to have 100 and something, and so people in the art community are mad, especially the professional artists, and they're mad. And you know, but the Neocolor twos and the King Art gel sticks are kind of similar with the payoff. So I don't
Okay.
have the, yeah, I have the Neocolor twos. I have a little set of them. So I
Hmm.
have these Mondo Llama gel sticks, and let me see if these are. I have on here like a fake Neo too. So let's see. Some of these are water, are like the Neocolor twos. I might not be saying it right, but it's about a cost thing. And I'm not gonna, buy a whole expensive stuff just to have the expensive stuff. If I find something that's a dupe, and King Art is an excellent line. It's an excellent line. It is a lot cheaper. But theirs are going up now. The 72 set I just saw now is $66. It was $55 last week now, because people are realizing that the product is just as good as the Karen Dash. Okay, go ahead. So that's what I was trying to say. Yeah.
Okay. So I was gonna say, okay, I gotta watch how you're using them because I didn't know that you can use them like a Neo 2.
Mm-hmm.
I just brought them for my backgrounds, and I just kind of scrape them on
On
my
it.
little palette thing, and then I blend them in the back. So,
Yes.
so yeah.
Yep. And then also I'm gonna pull out these here too. Hold on. I'm gonna pull out. I guess we do this practice real quick and see these right here. Um, these are gel sticks. These are like the gelatos.
Yeah, I seen those.
These are Shuttle Arts. They're very affordable. So
Hmm.
hold on. Yeah. So let's write on here what they are so we won't. Okay. So this is Mondo Llama. Cause I'm not spending no $200, and I don't even do $200 worth of Neo Color 2 work. I'm like, Now, if I was selling it, you have to use better quality. If you're selling your pictures and portraits, and some of these people on here, they sell. Miss Didi Lama, Miss Didi Wallingham is an artist. She sells her stuff. People commission a lot of these colorists here on the YouTube. Did you know that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, they're not just sitting on here coloring for the heck of it. They're making money. hmm And I ain't mad at them. But she's an
Well, if
artist.
anybody would like to purchase any of these coloring pages, you
Right.
just write under the video that you see the work in, and we'll go from there.
Oh
Okay,
my
because
god.
I
Oh my
I'm on
god.
here for my leisure, but also I will sell any of this signed. I will sign it for you as well.
Oh my god. You are so funny. Show the art. So let's see if I have anything else. Let me find a Neo 2. Let me find a Neo 2 to put on here too. You said you're willing to sacrifice
Yeah.
the pictures. Yes. Okay, the
And
clones
for an
people.
extra $10, you can get a frame.
Oh, how about that? Roll on by the Dollar Tree and get you some frame stuff. Oh my god. Where are my
I
Neo?
sure will.
Which one of y'all came over here and took my Neo 2s? No one of y'all did. I can't
I
figure out
got
which one of
10.
y'all
I
did.
got a pack of 10 of them things. This from those DO2s.
And they are nice, but
The primary colors.
yeah, right. Okay, good. I was getting ready to ask you. Yeah, don't. Yeah, and oh, I just signed up to another channel. I put that channel on my link. It's a lady or channel that does mixing colors. And when I tell you, I got into something's leaking. What is that? Let's put that over here. I got into watching that video today. Oh my goodness, mixing colors and starting out with primary colors. So here's the Karen Dash the ones I have now. She got Swiss colors, which are a cheaper version of the Neo 2s, but they're the same thing. So this is all I have with the Karen Dash little crayons and stuff. So, but
Oh, you got a big book. You got more than me. I only got about 10.
I started out with the one that was 10. I started out with the 10 that was 10, and then I just because I
Yeah, I
went to
got
a
this
real
one.
yeah, that's the one I have too. Uh-huh. But I went
Yeah.
to an art store and just bought a couple more pencils. Like every time I went, I mean crayons. Every time I went, isn't that pretty? You got the real colors. I have that,
Yeah.
and then I just added maybe three here, three there. Like I think I did it for a couple of months. So, but I don't have that many. It's this a one layer. It's a one layer.
Okay.
And then also is all of these are not Karen Dash. Some of these are Sergeant Arts. Um,
Oh.
yeah, and I got those at Staples. I bought a set of 24 or something like that. Cause see, yeah, these are different. These are not Karen Dash. These are Sergeant Arts. So I probably only probably have maybe 20 of the Karen Dash, if that many. But anyway, for what I use, there, it's fine. But I'm just not gonna buy the whole. I mean, it's a nice product. Let me find a Karen Dash, and then I'm gonna find a
There,
Sergeant
it's
Art.
okay, but you know what throws me off
What?
is the crayon type because I
The
don't
neat,
like crayons anymore because
right?
I like my stuff to have a point.
Mhm.
So once I wear this down, it's like I'm not gonna like it.
I know.
I'd rather
I
have a
get you.
pencil I can sharpen, or because you don't want to sharpen these. So I don't
Mm-mm.
know. I don't know what to do with it. I mean, I do like when I put the color down and add the water, and I do see how you can scrape on your palette and then add the brush to it. But after you do that and it goes down, then how do you
Well,
color cute?
you
You
can
know?
also take a water brush and just take the little pencil and just dip it on the water right on the brush.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd
And
have to
then
do it like that.
if you do sharpen it, definitely don't use an electric sharpener. Use a manual one. But because it is a crayon, it's going to feel like it's going to get stuck. So a lot of people just sharpen it with the little Sharpie knife, and then they take those shavings that come from this because the product is it's pricey. They put those in
Yeah.
little containers and put a little water in it, and use it as paint. They don't waste it.
Smart. Yeah, get
Mm-hmm.
all your use. Okay.
That yeah, team learning. Hold on, so shuttle art. Hold on. Okay, let me get a Karen Dash one. Uh, hold on. This we're gonna try this one. This is the Swiss color. The Swiss color doesn't have a. Oh, I dropped the pencil. The Swiss color doesn't have paper around it. Kim gave me the Swiss colors, I think. She said she didn't like them. She wants the Karen Dash ones because they have the paper in there. They're Swiss color.
Now I
Hmm.
want to see how this gel thing is like a
A watercolor. I mean, like a
it's like a Neo too.
like a Neo 2, yeah. Let me find some more cause so I got the Mono Llama, the gel sticks, the shuttle art, the Sergeant, the Swiss color. Oh, let me find a Karen Dash one. I got that little tin that you have. Where is my little tin? Where's the Karen Dash tin? It's supposed to be in that thing, but I must have been doing something with it. Okay, if I can't, I'm sure I have one in
It's
here.
so little
Oh,
and thin.
I know, right? But I have it in that. I know it's slick. Oh, and then I got another one to also compare portfolio. Those also are similar, and I know those melt with water. But see, they don't tell you this. Karen Dash made everybody be quiet about the water activation or something because they don't talk about it. I don't know why they don't. Okay, I'm gonna have to use another color to demonstrate it because let's see. No, these are red. We're gonna pull this one out for the test. Yeah, I don't know what I did with that tin. Now I have to find that one. So this one is a Karen Dash one. Put that in here. So this is the Karen Dash. I mean, I'm just gonna write Neo 2. That's a Neo 2. And then we're gonna add this one in here also. This I actually did this test before and I found this one to be very nice. Portfolio and Port I think Portofino. I might be wrong. What does it say on here? Portfolio. That's what it says. Portfolio. And they are actually oil pastels, I think. But don't give me the line. I'm not an expert. Nothing. Okay, let me get my water brush. Do I have to get up and get a cup of water? Do I have some water? Oh yeah, I have some water already in here. I do right here. So let's see what we get. Oh, this actually water has glue. No, let me go get. Let me get a fresh cup of water because that water has just so in it. So I'm gonna go on mute real quick because
Okay.
Alexa's nosy and she may be like,
Alexa is nosy. She
and
be
she I
listening
hate
all
her.
day.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Hmm.
I had to go down south earlier and take my little cousin to the store. And I kind of chuckle when I say my little cousin. My little cousin is 94 years old,
Yeah. Sweet.
and yeah, he's so cute. And but he's still able to walk around and get around and do stuff.
Uh
So I
huh.
just and he likes Walmart, so I had to take him to Walmart, and
Ooh,
I
they love
just
that Walmart.
don't they. And I hate that store. Oh my god! So it's like a journey because I have to. It takes me about an hour and a half to get to where he is, and then then let him do get everything he needs. And oh my god! And it's so
So,
slow. He's so cute, but he's little. I mean, because I'm 5'10", and I think he's always been real short. So I don't even know. I think he might be like 5'1" or 5'2" or something like that. And but 94 years old, he's just precious. But oh my god! But I let
yeah.
him go in the store. I let him do. I just sit in the car, and until he
Yeah.
gets to the point where he wants me to help him, But when he brings his stuff to the car, I mean, I put it in there. I let him to make sure he has his buggy basket, and then I put that in there. But it is so cute. So I'm coming back from that. I'm calming down because oh my god, and then he can't hear halfway. It's just like oh my god. People just
So
don't. You don't
cute.
know what you. Yeah, you don't know what people are going through and what they're doing, and so people assume certain things about me. But I mean, it was fun. It
Hmm.
was actually nice because we talked about family memories and stuff. Okay, so what we got here is the
Yeah, and
portfolio.
everybody gets old and everybody's gonna need help.
Yeah.
So
So
that's the
how?
be just hope someone's there to want to help you. That's the real
That's what,
tea.
and that's what I keep saying. I'm like, and so people say, "Oh, whatever they say." But I always say, "Who's going to take care of me?" And
Yeah,
so the fact that I'm blessing somebody else, and that which is family, so
you are.
you're
Yeah,
actually
you are.
supposed to.
It's
But
a good
but then I think I might touch somebody's spirit or soul or something. So when I get older, and I can't do
Yeah,
certain things and stuff, those
they'll
blessings
look
will come
out.
back on me.
Yes,
So
exactly. But one
I always
time,
try. Go ahead.
one one time I worked in the salon on this busy street, and I used to always get tickets. So I decided to start taking the bus um to work. And so I worked like, okay, so it would be Walmart, and then my bus stop would be like two stops up. So I'm always like behind trying to get to work on time before my client get there, and you know what I mean. And every time we get right by that Walmart, you hear boop, boop, boop. They gotta let the bus thing down, to let some, someone on a wheelchair or something in, or and then as soon
Mm-hmm.
as you get to the Walmart, boop, boop, and I'll be so mad, like, oh, come on,
Yep.
but
Yep.
that
And
Walmart
you
baby,
can't rush
they
them.
nope, you can't. Yeah, you
You
just have
can't
to. I
rush
just
them.
would have to smile to myself because what can you do? You're in a hurry, and now you got to take an
Mm-hmm.
extra 10 minutes to get them on, to get them off, because they gonna travel to that Walmart, baby. The
They getting there.
elderly, the disabled, they love that Walmart. I don't know what it is.
I don't know either.
People
But I'm
that
gonna tell
love
you, I was
pajamas, they always in there with their
yes,
pajamas on, and
and
it's like,
bonnets
what is
and
going? Yeah.
slippers. Them UGG boot thing. I hate those UGG boot things. I just anyway. It's Walmart, Wally World. I went to a Walmart one state I was driving through. I do a lot of road trips sometimes,
Hmm.
and I went to this one state. I think it was South Carolina, and I had stayed at this. I picked this hotel that was right across. I had some points. I always have points, but anyway, I had some points, and I stayed at this hotel that was right across the street from this Walmart. And I think like about 7 o'clock, I went over to the Walmart. I walked over to the park to it. Girl, I got in there. They was playing club music. They was getting down.
What?
It was in that whole city. I don't know which city it was. That's what they do on Friday night. It's a club in the Walmart. Like they
Okay.
dancing. Yeah, and they were a mixed crowd, but mostly whites. And it was like they was playing a whole day on music and jamming, and it was so laid back. But it reminded me of. Do you remember the movie Star Wars?
I did not like Star Wars.
But did you
But
ever
yeah,
get
I
to the scene?
remember.
To the scene where they was at the bar and it looked like everybody was all freaks and stuff. Somebody with one eyeball, and then they was all at the. That's what it looked like, and I said, "Oh my God, am I still in America?" It was weird, but it was fun. You just roll with the flow. That was a mess, but yeah, I always think about that weird scene time that I was in the Walmart. So anyway, okay, so let me put this. But yes, you can get some good deals from Walmart. I'm just so finicky.
Yeah.
So this is the portfolio. Let's see what we get.
It be
Um,
them Walmart lines for me. I can't be in no line like that, baby. I will leave that whole cart. Woo!
they've made it even worse now because they got the checkout lines and they got those cameras above there. That's why there's a lot of police out there because people go through there and try to steal stuff when they do the checkout.
And then I hate when you see me go through this line and now you want to check my bag and my receipt.
Like Sam's Club and
Uh,
Costco.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
no, but you're not Sam's Club or Costco. So give me back,
Mm-mm.
go get my money.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, Sam's Club now has a new thing. They have the cameras above, so when you go through the gate, you don't have to show your receipt. It scans your whole body, and it scans what's in your
Dang.
cart. And so, if it detects something that has not been scanned
Run
through a
that.
cash
Ooh.
register, then they pull you. That's when the old people come up and pull you out. And I told the man, I said, "What is this now?" I said, "Because y'all be doing way too much over here." Now I did say it just like that. I didn't know how he was going to reply. He said, "Yeah, I know." Thank God, because he could have taken it a different way when I said it like that. Y'all be doing way too much. But I think the way I
My,
said it, huh?
oh no, I'm listening. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think the way I said it, he knew I didn't mean that. He knew I was being sarcastic. I wasn't
Yeah.
being nasty. And I come across like that. I might say something to sound effed up if anybody else said it, but when I say it, you'll be like, "Yeah, but she's a nice lady." So they got a new method now, so you don't have to do that. You don't have to show your receipt automatically. The thing will let you know that something hasn't been scanned before it gets past the door. So that's nicer.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I
Okay.
do appreciate that scan and go. How you can just
Hmm.
scan as you shop and then you just go. I love that.
You know why I like it now? Because I shop for when I do go down south to where the relatives that can't get quite around and stuff, and also friends or anybody that I get stuff. We share stuff, and so a lot of them give me their cards so I can put. Well, can you pick me this up?
Mm-hmm.
Can you pick me that up? And so then
Mm-hmm.
I like to just scan it so I can break the orders down in my, you know, how you do it, the payment thing.
Yeah.
But when you go to the register, you know, the cashiers look like they're getting an attitude and all. I know, don't put that on here. No, no, no. I'm trying to put it. Well, can you hurry and put your stuff on here? First of all, who the fuck are you talking to? You know, and then
Yeah. See,
see right
see,
there,
there
they
it
won't let me be great. They
is.
won't let me be great.
There you
So
go, right there.
right, you
Yeah, yeah.
started it. So I'd rather just scan it myself, you know, and then I don't have to listen to nobody. They're the ones that stand there back there watching you do it, and they see, girl, let me put this in my cart. Y'all not working to help me, so you know you need to stand back and leave me alone. So I'm, you know, but anyway, I'm being funny. I don't speak like that. So far,
Yeah,
Miss
you do.
yeah, I do really. I was trying to sound nice. Look at you,
Yeah,
you busting me out.
yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
talking
do.
about, I'm really gonna be doing that. You sound
Yes,
like you.
I
That
do.
story sounds too true.
It sure does, doesn't it? I
Yeah,
can't even
yeah.
lie right. Oh my goodness. I can't lie roast. I can't even lie roast. So far, Miss Taylor made. I put the portfolios, and this
Okay.
is the first color of the top one, the light ones, and then the next one is that I put down is the Mondo Llamas,
Hmm.
and so that's what that looks like. So then I've got four more to go through, but yeah, I mean, you
That
know, Neo
Mondo
Color.
Llama.
Hmm.
Mondo Llama. Don't even sound right.
And I don't even like that brand. I had bought the pencils. That's a Target brand. Mondo Llama is
Yeah.
only available at Target. And let me tell you, this is I'm gonna show you this what they do. This is how much these people are trying to copy Karen Dash. This is the Mondo Llama logo and the color. Now you tell me who does this look like? Let me pull it up.
Oh, because it's red and now that you say it, I never even paid attention. Well, I just started recognizing.
See? Look.
Yeah,
You know who they trying to look like?
yeah.
Hello. We know. And these things are $25. These are the pencils, girl. I hate these pencils. And uh and it's like it's not even worth shipping and stuff because I don't know, but yeah, those are going to be. But some people like them, you know. So I'm going to do a giveaway with them or something. I don't know what. I don't. Child, they on the floor.
Throw them in the bag. Can you throw
Right.
them to somebody?
I
Your
can.
nieces and nephews,
No, they
do
don't
they
even
like
like
them?
that. No, they too cheap. They be like, I don't want that shit.
Well, who you gonna give them to? They don't want it either, probably.
I don't know. I'm gonna get rid of it. I might just donate them to the Goodwill or thrift store or something because
Okay.
it's not even worth shipping them. Because you could, you know, with the postage, it's not even worth. And not unless I put a whole bunch of stuff in there, but a lot of people are like, no, I don't want. They're even thought of lesser than the Crayola crayons, and I love me some Crayola stuff.
Hold
Uh,
on, Crayola crayons is still relevant. Do you know they got a whole
right.
Crayola experience store and stuff?
Mm-hmm. But the fact that Target came through with this whole Mondo Llama mess, people are not accepting it. No, no, I'll give me some Crayolas. Thank you. No, thank you.
Yeah.
They were necessary. And these are definitely not any better than Crayola. Crayola is definitely ruling it. So I might just put them in the thing and take them to the thrift store because I'm not. No, the only thing I like about it is the tin can. But
Hmm.
yeah, I'll add those to the gift thing. I mean, not the gift though, the thrift store stuff. Somebody might like them for kids or something like that
Yeah, some little kids.
because they don't know
Yeah.
no better. But the kids that I have deal with around here, they don't. They're like, I don't want that shit.
Them is, yeah, them is teenage kids. You need some
Yeah,
little school
yeah,
age ones to give them to.
yeah. And then even the school age ones around here, their parents got a little money, so they don't even buy cheap stuff for them. I be
Oh,
like,
okay.
and I'm like, they're like, oh, I got this set for the kid. They got Prismacolor's 150 sets before I
Yeah.
even did. And I'm like, and I go to their house, and and I go over there to babysit them over there, not over here, over
Mm-hmm.
there, where they got a little bit of money over there. And I'm like, child, I'm trying to figure out how to take one of these 150 sets out of here. I said, don't you want your cousin to have some nice supplies? They be like, these are my goddamn crayons, bitch. No, they don't cuss like
Mm-hmm.
that. What? I be thinking, and then I'm like, well, when my birthday comes, how come y'all don't give, they just give me a gift card? Here's $50, you get the rest, But
Oh,
it is
yeah.
what it is. But the kids got the good stuff, so when I go to their house, I be really playing. I be really playing into some good art supplies because their family
Yeah,
is.
them Christmas is nice though.
And for a kid, somebody 5 years old
And
with
for a
150 set
kid,
of girl, I was hating that Christmas that little boy. I ain't even gonna say, I was gonna say somebody's name when he opened up that thing and it was 150 set of Christmas, and and everybody looked at me.
yeah, they know you coloring.
Here's a gift card. Have a Merry Christmas. $50. Well, where's the other $100 coming from?
Yeah, that's cool. Put this 50 with that 50. That's what I'm
Yeah.
gonna ask my family for my birthday. I'm gonna say, can
Go
everybody
ahead.
just give me some gift cards? Because I'm trying to get this
Yeah.
big set
So.
of something.
But it's all good. I'm really actually being, comedic, of course. But
Yeah,
the better quality products, I mean, it makes it easy to really color because you're not going to have to struggle so much. The cheap stuff doesn't have really the good pigment in there, and some of
exactly.
them
I like the
use
pigment.
and some of them use dyes, and dyes are okay. Like it's like food coloring and those spritzers, so you can
Yeah,
still get away with it, but it's just not the same.
it's not the same. It ain't as a distress ink now.
They're not like
It
us.
ain't
They're
pop.
not like us.
But yeah, it makes
Mhm.
sense.
Okay, so I done put all of these up on here. I'm getting ready to throw a Karen Dash up on here. So basically, all of these are water soluble, and you can, put some water on there and do the whatever. So let me do this last one here. I don't know where my little container of primary colors with the Neo Color tubes, but we're gonna put a little bit on here and see what we get.
See what it do,
Automatically,
boo.
yeah, automatically we see that the color is opaque. And all right, yeah, and it's so you only need a little
Ooh,
scribble.
shoot, shoot,
You
shoot.
only need a little scribble or little tad bit of it, and it fulfills. Oh, that gives you a good color payoff. And also, Miss Taylor May, watercolor is meant to be layered also. So when you're
Mm,
coloring something and you're like, oh, that's nice, but it's light, you don't have to be happy
yeah.
with that. You could come back through
Mm-hmm.
with the same color and darken it up or make it more
Mm-hmm.
opaque. I just realized that. Some
Yeah,
people that
like sometimes it do be darker in spots, and I'll be like, "Ooh, I gotta." So I have to add more water to it to lighten it up a little bit.
hmm But yeah, watercolors can be layered, and that's why you marinate on some pages. You color it, and then you put it away, and then you come back, and then you go ahead and tighten it up, and then it's done. And then, of course, you can put pencils and stuff on top. I love that. They call it underpainting when you do that with watercolors and markers.
Hmm.
Underpainting, undercoating, underpainting. I didn't even mean for this little owl to look so cute. I'm kind of mad that I put the colors on the side, but I can always color that over. It's come over there. It's so muted. Oh my goodness, look at me turn into a muted thing. But anyway, that's just one coat. I will come
Hmm.
back and try it again with some more other colors. I wasn't even going to be watercoloring. Can you hear that music?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a little
Yeah.
soft. It's real soft.
Yeah, that's what I wanted it to be soft. So, what is your first video going? What's your next video going to be about? Now that you have those books, what do you plan to do on your channel?
Um, I don't know. I'm gonna just do some um color with me, like. just color and talk.
Mm-hmm.
Try to get more
Nope.
comfortable with just talking about the day and,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Uh-oh.
as I'm using
Uh-oh.
stuff.
Yeah. Guess who up in the building?
Who's in the building? Kim's in the house. How's your
Uh-huh.
girl? We you been out of electricity all these days?
There's the link if you have some time.
We
She
ain't
might.
heard from you in days, girl.
She went on mute. She went on mute, but hopefully everything's good. But there's the link if you have some time. If you don't, we understand. Taylor made got to her numbers where she can go live on her channel, and but anytime in between, anytime that I come on, she can come on just like you can come on, and Ange can come on, and we can chat and color. But now we got a new channel we could go over and harass coloring Taylor May when she come on, and then we could just take our little business on someplace else. And we got a new channel to cut up with. Okay, let's
Oh
see.
yeah,
I put the link.
y'all can kick and throw some glass around or something. Just as
Hmm.
long as you clean up.
Clean it up, okay, and don't come back. Don't come empty-handed and taking the supplies away. We're not taking nothing over there away. And Miss Kim is a good place to go to because she got a whole lot of books and a whole lot of information and tips. I be trying to pry it out of her. I do, and I be asking her the same question over and over and over. And then when she finally snaps, then she tells me the whole thing. That's what I be doing. I be breaking people down. Like, how does that look like that? Let me see.
Okay, so I'm trying to use these oil pastels and they're not quite working like the chalk ones.
Let me
They're a
see. Hold
little
on. Let me put you on the big screen. Let me see. Hold
these
on.
oil pastels.
Are those still portfolio? Portfolio. What brand is
These
that?
are Mont Marty.
Oh yeah, Mont. Yeah. Okay, Monty Blanc or something like that.
Yeah, these ones are a little bit kind of weird.
Um, what I
I
can
like
tell
the
you.
pastel ones better. I'll let you know that right now.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you. Those are more meant to actually take them out of the thing and put them on the paper.
Okay, then just blending like how I'm using them wrong, basically.
Well,
Okay.
well, no, no. I wouldn't use those like that. Those are more for like picking them up and then actually
Color.
drawing and then
Yeah.
smearing them when you put them down.
Oh, smear 'em. Okay.
That's what I
Yeah,
think
because
because I ain't no expert. But you did notice there's it's not working like the other another brand.
it's
Yeah,
not
it's
as
hard.
smooth. Yeah.
Yeah, but I've seen people use those in any a lot of different ways. So, like I said, I'm not an expert, but
Yeah.
I
So I
have
need to
tried what you're
practice.
doing. Yeah, just practice. And then now you know. You know, well, this might not work. And then notice also what paper you're using. So when you do it again, you'll you'll say like, let me try another book because I know it didn't work that way. You know, it's all about
Oh, on this good paper. So this don't work good on the good paper.
this is some
You-
cheap ass paper.
yeah.
Don't forget. Like work on some Amazon paper. I don't
Yeah, I might
know.
need to pull out some more little too thin to win paper.
Because everybody has their place. You just got to figure out how the team gonna work together. Because the colors are beautiful. They really are. So,
Yeah. Well,
uh,
I got them down, so whatever.
but you did it down. It looks nice. But yeah,
It's
I know
over it.
what you're
Yeah, but it wasn't
talking
as smooth transition as I would have liked.
about. Uh huh. Oh, okay. So Kim say, oh, she got her pile back last night. So Kim said she gonna be
Okay,
on.
good.
You've been on a while. You're going to be live for, but no, I want to. No, we can. Well, I don't. I've been on for an hour and a half. I'm getting ready to get off. So if you're gonna come on,
Hmm.
you now I want to sound like Pizarro and them nutcases over there.
Yeah,
But
like you go next. You go
yeah,
next. Fire.
we ain't trying to do that. But we know all of
Fire
us
up
are
your
old.
life, boo.
Yeah, right. We
Fire
ain't doing. I hate that shit. I hate that. But we're all around now Kim has more time on here in the coloring channel. I mean, on my other channel, that's a whole nother conversation. But on this channel, I only have like 300, 400 watch hours. So, but I want to definitely equally distribute it. So we've got Miss, and she's going to get her figure out what she's going to do for her next video, Miss Coloring with Taylor. But so Kim, if you come on, we'll go. Well, I'm not speaking for anybody, but I'll go over to your channel. I sure
Yeah, I'll
will.
come over,
So
but I gotta go get me something to eat real quick, and then I'll
yeah,
come
me
back.
too. Yeah, I'm gonna eat.
I gotta take a little intermission.
Right. So yeah, so Kim, when you gonna come on? You let me know, and I'll be right over there. But I do have to heat up some pizza or something like that because I got to get something to eat, and then I'll
Yeah,
be
what
right
time
on
is
over
it?
there.
Okay, it's 2:11. I was
Uh-huh.
gonna run the I really was gonna run the Michaels because I need a container to put these dang markers in.
Which markers?
Girl, I got markers everywhere.
Oh yeah.
These new alcohol markers. And
Oh
I do
okay.
like the case that it sits up, but I really want to just lay them flat, like in something.
I highly suggest that. But anytime I say anything, people be like, ugh, they be like fighting. I'm like, girl, no, all the professional artists, you do your markers, and it really, if you think about it, sideways to keep the ink distributed on both wicks. Because once the wicks gets dried out, it's just going to take hard to get it back wet again if
Yeah,
there's still any ink in it.
it
Yeah.
makes so much sense that they say that too. It does. It
Hmm.
makes all the sense in the world. But
But you know what? You can take your container and put it sideways. That's what I do with mine. Like this right here. Like I got mine and I don't have a marker container. I would like to get something, but what I do with this, in my case, um, and I have it in this case, but instead of like standing the case right side up, I turn the case sideways, and then
yeah,
yeah, so I don't store it like that. So then when I'm getting ready to use it, I kind of wind this up a little bit and put it on the book so I can pull it out. But I
okay,
don't. Yeah, even though it comes in a case, the case doesn't have to stand up straight up and down. You can, when you store it away, turn it sideways so that the markers will still keep that equal level of the fluid from tip to tip. Hmm.
yeah, that makes sense.
Until you get a case, but hopefully you'll find something. I was in Michael's. I keep going trying to find a storage for these that'll be inexpensive.
Yeah, I think
The
they got something. Well, that sale
Okay,
might be over, but I thought it was like 40% off of
I saw
the
160.
case. No, 40% off of the case. Where are you getting the 160 from?
Oh, they sent me an email. Oh Lord, I mean, no, I ain't gonna have you fighting with me and Michael's. Michael's
No,
might
no,
be
no.
sitting.
I'm talking
Mike,
about the containers.
yeah, that's what I mean. I don't mean cases of the market. I mean, yeah, the containers. They sent me an email telling me that I could buy these containers. It's for 60% off.
Oh, maybe 60%. Yeah, I
Uh
remember
huh.
it being a good deal, like because the containers that I usually get are like $8. So if I
Hmm.
can get 40% off, that's 3.99 or something.
Yeah, that 40% off one, and then they put a time limit on that one. But then they sent one to 60% off one. Now that one might be gone, but I saw the because I be looking at every time they send me something, I be looking, and I'm like 60% off, and it's those containers. Okay, well you let us know what you find when you go, girl. And
Yeah,
I'm
let
in
me
the East
see.
Coast, so I don't even know if things are different. I
No,
know
they're the
I'm.
same because when you be saying stuff, I go
Uh-huh.
straight and it be right, it be true.
Okay, okay, okay. So
Mm-hmm.
we're in the same.
It do
Okay.
be true. I think they all like just like Foxy when she said that Distress ink was on sale for the
Yeah.
$5. It
Mm-hmm.
was on sale. But did you see what they did?
Good.
They brought their own brand. So they
Recollection or
yeah, they got
recollection. Recollection.
yeah. So they put that brand all over the Distress ink area, the old area, and then changed it
Hmm.
around.
Hmm. I did see that because when I went to the same area, because they had
That
it
was
like it was
stupid.
stuff that was sold out like $5 here, empty shelf, and the it's hanging and stuff. And I would not have
Mm-hmm.
known about it unless the Blue Skies had gave me those 8 of them. And Blue Sky, can you
Yeah, I
imagine?
would have known about them if you didn't spray them on your page. I was
Right.
like,
And burn the
ooh,
paper. But can you imagine Blue Sky? Cause see, this I'll tell you, cause she's really into it, but she used something. She's like, this ain't working for me. Let me just go and give it the view. You know the commercial Mikey Life cereal. Give
yeah.
it to
Mm-hmm.
Mikey. He likes anything. And I
Mm-hmm.
and she gave them to me, and I'm like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? And I said, oh, I don't even know. I had to Google and see, and sure enough, now we didn't have a whole food color competition.
Baby, I love them things.
Okay, so I have
I don't
those
want to.
coming in next.
We don't. We don't even made the knockoff versions too.
And I have those vials. I have them in my cart. How many did you order? The little bitty spray vials. How many did?
I think 50 of these came in there.
Oh, they
Three,
selling them
four.
now 10 at a time for $5. Uh-oh, so I need to
Yeah, I
go get
think
them.
I think I paid 10 or
Okay,
8 or something. 8
for
and then
50.
eight for the 36 because I got 36 of these different ones. But
Oh
they
yeah,
were
hold
for
on.
both of them, they were under 20
Okay.
for that and the vials. And then I went to Michael's and got the Daubers, these things
Yeah,
for like
the dot.
$2. Yeah, these
Yes,
pipettes. These are like
pipettes.
two
Yeah.
$2. And
Okay.
then I had a coupon like 15%.
Yeah, yeah. Then we had
Hmm.
there. Okay, good. So that's what, and I'm on the same plan as you. Okay, good. All right, because yeah, we trying to save some money. We ain't trying to be balling like that. Yeah, all right. Okay, boo. I'm gonna go get her. She said, "See." Kim says, "See you in 30 minutes." Okay. Well, you come on
Okay.
whenever we're on. Okay, Miss Taylor May. So Kim and I will just
Okay.
be chatting, and then when you come over. Okay, and make sure you look at all the shelves, and make sure you come and report whatever you find out of Michael's. Okay.
Yeah, if I
Yeah,
go
if you
right
go. Yeah,
now.
if you go. And if you don't go, we don't care. We got enough stuff to talk about.
I know,
Oh
right?
shit. As if we need to make Michael trips and stuff. But thank you so much. I'm gonna get off here. When you get off here, we all gonna go together. Thank you
Okay.
so much. And
Bye, you guys.
congratulations.
Thank you so much of you. I
Congratulations.
appreciate you so much
Oh, you're so welcome.
and
You're
all your
well
support.
deserving. Oh, always.
Yeah.
I see goodness in you. Thank you so much. All right.
Thank
See
you.